You don't have to be a bodybuilder or have huge muscly arms to pack a powerful punch. Let me discuss with you and then show you in the dojo the 3 main points. So the first main point would be to focus the shen or the mind. The second main point would be when you have a good fist to make sure that it's going with kime or power at the end to your target, which should be a pressure point. The third point for strength and an empowered punch is to make sure that you understand that the power is not coming from these arms at all. It comes from here, low in the belly, in the dantian point. So the shen, the mind, the kime, the focus at the end of the punch, and the dantian, the power from the fire in the belly, makes for a strong punch. Follow me to see how that looks. Hi there. So we're going to talk about how to pack a powerful punch, no matter how strong you think your arms and your fist is. So in the introduction, I said that there were 3 key points to remember, and we would need to remember the focus, the kime, and the power from the dantian. So let me go through each of those and explain a little bit more. The focus, or the shangang of punching, means that you're aware of the target. And so when you're punching, you want to make sure that you're hitting a pressure point. Otherwise, the punch is not an effective tool for a strike. But it's super effective if you're in a mindset and you're punching to the right target, which would be a pressure point. And my favorite pressure points for front punch are all in the front of the opponent's body. Here, this one can really knock somebody unconscious if you get them right on the snout. Right here, a more difficult one in the center of the breastbone, that can really win somebody, and then the groin, which is an easier target. So the next point about punching is about kime. Now, this is a Japanese word and a Japanese concept for power at the end of the punch. And this is important in all martial arts, including Tai Chi, because with kime, as you punch, your whole body is relaxed in song. So you're not tensed all the way through. That is too much energy and it reduces speed. So when you're punching, you're relaxed until the end. That's the kime there. So that's that out breath that you hear martial artists do. They're not just doing it to show off or look cool. It is a super important part of an effective strike in martial arts, because you're relaxed all the way through with proper posture, proper targeting, and then the strength is only at the end. So it not only conserves energy, but it allows you to hit the target fluidly. Ta! Like that. So the most important thing, in my view, is to understand that the power of your punch does not come from your shoulder or your arm. So this is a concept that is very important to grasp for all of your kicks and strikes. The power comes from low in the belly, deep in the solar plexus or the dantian, and not from the arm. So we don't want any flappers like this, and we don't want any overextended joints while we're punching like this. I see a lot of beginners with their shoulder up and overextended. And you know, if you're hitting a target like that, that's really gonna jar your arm, your elbow. Not only that, but it decreases the overall effectiveness because the power's not coming from here. So if you're up high with your shoulder and you're doing this kind of haymaker thing and your wrist is not straight, that's going to decrease the power of your punch. You do not need to have huge biceps and a huge fist to pack a strong punch when you understand that the power comes from here, deep in the dantian, and the power is radiating out through the center of the body, this way, forward. So it's coming this way with the punch. Cha! Like that. And this arm is back to create that spiral yin-yang force, and this fist is forward. And you can see here, let me show you how to make a fist. So hands are out, tuck the fingers in, thumbs go over, and wrists are nice and straight, right? So that when you hit that target, boom, they're not buckling. They're not buckling around. My arm's not out either, like this. And I'm not coming around like this. That's a really good way to get your fist bent. One of the reasons that I love training in these ancient Japanese arts is because traditionally we do not use pads. And so everything structurally with these strikes is corrected to a T, so that if done correctly, you're not going to hurt yourself. You see how my shoulder's down, I'm tensing here in the dantian. This is a nice hard bag, by the way, and I don't have huge arms, but there's definitely enough force there to break something. And you see my arm is shooting out, boom, 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 like a piston, and it's relaxed until the very end. Okay, so let's go through that again. To pack a powerful punch, make sure your fist is correct. Tuck in your fingers and your thumbs, and you want a nice flat surface, and it's the first two knuckles that hit the target. Okay, so that's your fist. 3 main points. Focus. Hit a pressure point if you're gonna punch. And practice this as you use a mitt or a bag. It's really great to practice on a mitt or a bag instead of the air, where you can overextend and you really have no idea where those punches and kicks are landing. I'll say more about that in another video. So focus. The next point is Kime, the breathing out. So you're breathing down into the body, and that twisting spiral force comes at the same time as the out breath, okay? And then the third point is that the power always comes from the source of energy and life, the source of the chi, deep down in our belly, the dantian point.